I really hope that you don't live your entire life wanting to be so many things that you end up being nothing. Because this is a sabotage tactic of the mind. It makes you feel really good that you have all of these passions and you really want to pursue all of these things, and the only thing stopping you is your perfectionism, because whatever you do, you want to go all in or you don't want to do it at all. But in doing that and setting up that type of barrier, your mind has successfully kept you exactly where you are, because your mind would much rather a familiar hell than an unfamiliar heaven. It really doesn't care if you thrive in life, it just wants to keep you alive. That is the mind's only responsibility.
I'm gonna have setbacks, I know. But if I'm feeling bad, that doesn't mean I'm doing bad. That doesn't mean I am bad. That doesn't mean that I can't still take some action. Because yeah, nothing changes and nothing changes, man.
One in 43 trillion is the chance of you being alive. And you want to think that God or the universe made a mistake about you being in the 1 in 43 trillion that made it? No fucking chance. You're here for a reason. You know what that reason is when you do some deep soul searching. You know who you are. You've just been too afraid to express it. There's an importance and an urgency to express all that you are, your feelings, your thoughts, your emotions, your creativity. And you come at it with the perspective of no one else is ever going to experience this again. It becomes a lot easier to create art or to go for the things that you want, because you recognize that it's your duty to yourself to let yourself be known by others.
Because if you quit, you will never realize anything in life. Never. Everything will just stop and fail, and you will wind up being extremely unhappy, and you're going to wonder, why am I here? But don't quit. If you have a dream, if you have a purpose, if you have a goal, whatever it is in your life that you want to do, don't quit. Even if you're planting a garden and you spread those little seedlings out so beautifully, and you water and you water and you water, and only half of them come up. Don't give up. Plant new seeds and water them, and they surely will grow. But that's like our lives. If we don't plant good seeds, then we will never grow.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm 63 years old, and if nobody told you today, I've lived through enough life to hand you a few truths. Take the photo. You'll want it later. You'll forget what your smile looked like if you don't. Stop skipping the trip. The money will come back, but the time won't. Wear the dang tank top. If someone's staring at your arms, that's their hobby, not your problem. Say what you mean. The people who get you won't need it sugar-coated. Let people help you. Strength isn't suffering in silence. If it feels off, it is. Your gut is wiser than your excuses. Don't wait for perfect timing. It's already late. You don't owe anyone an explanation for choosing peace.
Life's too short. Life's too short to be full of if only. What if? I should have. I wish I had. I wish I hadn't. Just give me one more chance. I'll be ready the next time. I won't do that again. That was the wrong decision. Why did it have to happen to me? Well, you know something? They were all yesterday, and they don't matter anymore. They're there to be learned from. The mistake you think you made, they will soon be forgotten. The mistakes that made you feel your future had gone up in smoke. Stop worrying about them, because they're gone. You know, Life is full of unintended consequences of the decisions that we make, and that's the joy of it. You may lose a lot of friends when you get serious about your life goals, but that's why a Lamborghini has only got 2 seats and a bus has 50. So you need to start taking your goals seriously. Now, I said goals, not dreams. A dream remains a dream until you begin to take action to move towards it. So what do I mean? Well, you will know when you start to take them seriously, when you suddenly feel stuck, misunderstood, and this feeling there's got to be more to life. Well, all it takes is one decision. So what are you going to have to do? Well, you'll find things like you'll stop going out every weekend. You'll stop this endless scrolling on your phone, looking at Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, generally wasting your time online. Are you going to carry on in the insanity of believing that everything can change tomorrow? And unless you change, nothing will change. So let's get out there and do it.
Don't wish your life away. And what do I mean by that? Don't spend your days wishing, oh, I wish I could have more money. Oh, I wish I could travel. Oh, I wish this COVID would go away. Oh, I wish when I was younger, I should have made a different decision in my life. All of those things are true, and all of those things we can do, and I'm sure most of us do them. But it's a waste of time. Don't wish your life away. If you have a dream and you want to do something, do it. Act on it. Don't just sit there wishing, oh, if I only could have, if I would have, if I should have.
This one tells time. This one tells perspective.
It tells what?
Perspective.
Perspective.
Yes, I keep it with me. It's got engravings on 2 sides. The back is something I used to feel uncomfortable in rooms like this, in front of people. I used to think I was not enough. I did not value self. So on the back of this watch, it simply says comparison is the thief of joy. So I take this, and every time I feel uncomfortable or of low self-worth, I just give it a little reminder and it reminds me that I am enough and I'm worthy of love. And on the other side, it says memento mori. For when my head gets too big, I need to remember that I'm human and I am above no one. And always remember where I came from, remember those that support me, that I don't do it alone. So I have one side for when I think my ego is too big and one side when I don't feel enough. And it's a nice little keeper of perspective, not time.
I know that you're already doing your best, so don't heap extra unnecessary pressure on yourself by trying to do more than you give already. You know, you mustn't think you need to be perfect 100% of the time. That's a mistake. That leads to pressure, that leads to stress, and sometimes even ill health, and you can't afford that. I know how much harder some days are than others, and I'm really proud of you because you always show up. You know, you can't give more than 100%. So ignore the whispering, jealous voices of those who secretly admire you but dare not let others see that. You just continue to set the standards because you know that life isn't a race. So have faith. Your terrific future and the dream that you dream of awaits.
People turn 18, they should have to spend a year as a hospice volunteer. Because if you spend a year with the terminally ill, you will never look at life the same again. For the rest of your life, you will have death right here. in your peripheral vision, and you will never look at anything the same way again. You will not waste fucking time. You will not mince words. You will not be afraid. Like, because there's nothing to be afraid of, because you're gonna fucking die. Like, and none of this is really gonna matter. Yeah. I think everything comes down to our fear of death. We don't like aging because it reminds us we're gonna die. And there is a definite number of summers you're gonna see, and it's a finite number and you just don't know it yet. It might be 1, it might be 10, it might be 30. It ain't gonna be 50, right? So if you know that, you are not gonna care about the bullshit that people want you to care about. You are not going to care about, how can I get this car, or what watch do I have? You're not going to give a shit about any of that if you go, oh wow, I'm going to die.
Have faith. You may not believe it now, but one day you're going to be able to relax. You'll be sitting comfortably in an armchair and you'll just smile. You'll feel fantastic, and with no one within earshot, you'll say out loud, how tough was that? But I persevered. I didn't let all these people who were my fair weather friends, who continually told me I was crazy, put me off, and now I've made it. You will realize then that it was what you were doing today that made you able to kick your shoes off and smile. With that incredible feeling in your heart and that huge weight off your mind, you will be proud. I will be proud. Go for it. I just want to remind you this morning that you're doing incredibly well, and it's important you should know that. I know your plans don't always work out, but that's life, and you are learning to accept that. You now realize that each and every day is a new day, and with it a chance to learn and grow. You now realize that every step you take, no matter how small, are taking you in the right direction. So just stop for a moment. Think back. See how far you've come and how strong you've become. And even if you can't appreciate that yourself, believe you me, others do. So don't be hard on yourself. Remember to be kind to yourself, because it's how you feel about yourself that's the most important thing of all. Just keep those dreams alive, and the bigger the better. Something, you are incredible. You're strong, you're courageous, you're kind, you're well loved, and totally and absolutely one of a kind. You just have to start believing it, because you do have a tendency to put yourself down. But you've had and continue to have a far greater impact on people than you ever gave yourself credit for. You have the ability to be remembered with a giggle when people remember something funny that you said. Somebody else still smiles and feels good about themselves when they think of the kind words you gave them once at a bad time in their lives. So never feel that you're of little significance. You have been and will continue to be a huge influence on those around you. Now this matters in the grand scheme of things and ensures a really bright future for you. So just keep on keeping on and just start believing it. It's the weekend, so why not relax? Just remember that not every day needs to be a day where you accomplish something. After all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, as my mother used to say. Some days are just meant to be spent relaxing, just to slow down, just to do nothing. Because this time is as important as work time. Batteries need to be recharged, and I know you feel you ought to be doing something positive towards your brighter future, but for this short time, this weekend, take time off. Have some me time, because you need it to rebalance yourself. See friends, unwind, perhaps go to a bar, play some sport or watch a movie. Smile, laugh, allow yourself to relax. Lie in, be yourself. Money is coming. The perfect home is coming. Your new car is coming. The best holidays, they're coming too. In fact, a better life is coming. It can be difficult to believe that, but I am your little reminder. What if everything you are going through is preparing you for what you want? And you will have what you want very shortly if you just keep on keeping on, improving yourself day upon day, because you already have what it takes. You just need to realize that. You need to let go of what happened yesterday. It's gone and isn't coming back. It's all about tomorrow. Just have faith. It doesn't matter about your past. It doesn't matter what you did or didn't do. You can't take it back, you know. The past is gone. The great thing is you learn from it. You made changes from it to become the person you are today. You were able to forget about what happened before. That's over. You were able to focus on your future and the future of your loved ones. You became able to focus on the life you want for you and them. So you were able to focus on creating something very special. You finally understood that you had nothing to lose. So you were able to leave everything behind. The mistakes, the doubts, the fears. It's what you become that counts, not where you came from. Nice to talk to you.
Have you ever been broken? If you haven't lived long enough. But that brokenness is not to destroy you. It is not to just literally take you out of the whole existence of life. It's to make you. It's not to break you. Brokenness, being crushed, things happen. Deaths happen. Accidents happen. Horrible things can happen to us. But it is not to destroy you. You must remember that. It is to make you a better person. So pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep on trudging. And y'all going to have a good day.
It's always darkest just before dawn is a well-known saying. And right now, you might be in the trough of despair because nothing you try is working. In fact, if it could go wrong, it has. On the other hand, you might just be totally frustrated because you seem to be lacking just one link, one thing, one idea to make everything fall into place in your grand plan. And without it, you feel as if nothing is ever going to work for you. You need to know, everything will work out for you fine in the end. Don't ask me how I know, because I don't know, but it does. As long as you continue to try, it will work out for you in the end. And the key words here are continue to try. Now, I don't know you, but the mere fact that you're watching this video tells me that you're on the right road.
You are no longer the tail, you are the head. You are no longer available for lack and suffering. You are available for all things great. You are available for prosperity. You are available for abundance. You are available for overflow. What the enemy thought they had, in this season, you're going to receive more than just the harvest. You're going to receive fields after fields after fields of miracles and abundance and all of the things that's been waiting for you. You are in a season of expansion, a season of growth and acceleration. You are that one. You are the favored one. You are the powerful manifester. You are greatness.
I think everything comes down to our fear of death. We don't like aging because it reminds us we're going to die. Like, everything in this society is structured to prevent you from thinking about the fact you're going to die, which is the only truth we really have. Like, the only truth we really have, the only thing we can be certain of is you're going to die and I'm going to die. That's it. Everything else is almost an endless haze of possibilities. But you're definitely going to die and I'm definitely going to die. And everything in society is designed to prevent you from thinking about that. Because if you think about the fact that you're definitely going to die, you are not going to care about the bullshit that people want you to care about. You are not going to care about, how can I get this car? Or what watch do I have? Or, my shirts are clean, but are they Clorox clean? You're not going to give a shit about any of that if you go, oh wow, I'm going to die.
I promise you one thing. If you put your mind to it, and you work hard, and you never give up, and most importantly, you don't listen to rejection, you can achieve anything in life that you want and plan for, which will culminate in you achieving your dreams, everything you've dreamt of. Your plan will work. So make it happen. Shock everyone. Shock yourself. You owe it to yourself to become everything you've dreamed of. Trust the magic of changing the person you are, of new beginnings. Do you know something? Things will work out for you. You're going to have everything in your life that you dream of. There's just one thing. Start now.
You don't want the money, you want the freedom. You don't want the partner, you want the connection. You don't want the success, you just want to feel like you matter. The thing won't give you the feeling until it becomes the frequency of it. Manifestation doesn't start with a vision board, it starts with the nervous system. You don't manifest from source, you manifest from embodiment. Because the universe isn't listening to what you say, it's listening to who you are being. When your jaw is tight, when your breath is shallow, when your gut is clenched in fear, you can chant, I trust, all you want. But the thing that you are broadcasting is survival. You want to receive love? Be the space that love wants to enter.
Please don't get to my age, and I'm 81, and regret the way you lived your only life. Whether that's going to be at 60, 70, 80, or even 90 years of age, you must never get to the end of your life saying, if only I had listened, if only I had done things differently, if only I had taken that opportunity, if only I had taken a chance, if only I had ignored all these people who said I couldn't do it. Regret, that's what if only means. Imagine regretting the way you lived your life, and by the way, in case you hadn't realized it, this is your only life. I never want you to say at the end of your life, if only. Make yourself proud. The truth is, you must keep going. I repeat, keep going. Why? Because you deserve to see what happens when all your hard work pays off. Keep going because you're stronger than you think. Keep going because each step forward brings you one step closer to your goals. Keep going because the best is yet to come. You need to understand, you can't win all the time. And unless you lose, you haven't even tried. And if you fail, at least you'll fail falling forwards. For you know, life is full of unexpected twists and turns. Things happen that you don't expect, that you could never have expected. So don't get too confident, even arrogant when you succeed, when you win and you're on a high. And if everything has gone wrong, be hopeful. and keep going. Just remember, nothing ever stays the same.